Hello and welcome to SUNY for You, Cortland Rox. I'm Marco McGruff, the representative of SUNY Cortland. It's that time of year again where students begin packing to return to school. So how do you know what to bring? Find out next on SUNY for You, Cortland Rox. On today's show, we'll be discussing the essentials and must-haves for Cortland students. All right, here to help me explain the importance of some of the things we'll be talking about today is the residential director of SUNY Cortland, Sebastian Callie. Hey, welcome, Sebastian.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Hey.
Cortland! Hello,
right.
Marco. I'm thrilled to be here on the show today. I have so much to talk about, so much great advice for incoming students and current students.
Okay there, Sebastian. Now tell us, what do you do at SUNY Cortland?
Yeah! I am the residential director at Cortland State. I'm in charge of making sure all the upcoming freshmen out there enjoy making a smooth transition here at SUNY Cortland. Once I'm here, I'm gotta make sure you stay in line and don't mess up. I've got the slips. I can write you up. Most totally, I'm here to help you guys on moving day.
All right, great, cool. Now today you've brought with us some of your essential items that every college student should have, correct?
That's right, Marco. I've brought with me 8 of the most useful items to have at college and tips on how to get ready to leave.
All right, so if you're an incoming freshman, you're probably worried about what you'll need for college. And so you're going to show us some of the most essential items that everyone needs at SUNY Cortland, right?
That's absolutely right. Here we have a few of the useful and necessary items to help you at Cortland. And let's start with the first item here. It's this candle.
A candle, eh?
It's a girly candle, but it's the best I had.
Seashells, yeah. So what would you use this candle for?
You'd use it to make some fire. And
like, to burn things, right? Like you would burn a nerd or,
yeah.
You know, something you steal. I don't know, you burn things.
Couches.
All right, so what's our next item? It looks like a hot pot.
Yeah.
So what would you cook in this hot pot here?
You cook water and ice and beer.
Yeah, beer.
And freshmen and stuff.
Freshmen?
Yeah.
How'd you get the freshmen in the pot?
I don't know.
All right.
You can do it though.
Anyway, so it says heat and dispense, so you can heat and dispense any food you want. Next up, looks to me like a curling iron.
No, it's actually an alligator. Check it out, man.
Oh, cool.
Anyway,
it is a curling iron. He's just kidding around. I use it to, you know, curl my hair. I've got really nice hair. A lot of people say it's a girly thing to do, but personally, I say screw you guys, cause I am the manliest man I've ever met. All right.
And you can use it to plug your nose too.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that. When
All
it
right.
smells bad.
All right. So moving along, the next item up is the George Foreman grill.
Now, do you know George Foreman actually went to Cortland?
He did?
No. It'd be cool, huh?
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
George Foreman, as you might know, is a famous boxer, and he sells this grill on the side. If you want to have your healthy food here at Cortland, you cook it on your George Foreman grill. Only the most healthy foods are cooked on George Foreman grills, like
and
hamburgers.
Don't wash it.
Yeah, and never wash it. Keeps the flavor. All right, so now we are going to do a quick recap of what our first 4 items. The first one was candles. Then we talked about the curling iron, the hot pot, and the Foreman grill. All right. Well, Sebastian, this is very helpful. I would have never thought to bring some of these items with me. Let's take a we'll be back right now after a short break.
We have beautiful trees in our town.
Along Main Street.
Around our town square.
in our neighborhoods.
In our town, we care for trees.
We prune our trees.
Plan for them, plant them,
and cherish them.
Our town really benefits from trees.
We save on energy.
And have more birds than ever.
We're proud that our town is a Tree City, USA.
For future generations.
For the future of the earth.
We started at the Arbor Day Foundation website
And contacted our state forester.
At arborday.org, we learned what trees to plant where.
Like conservation buffers, trees planted along the river to keep our water clean.
Hey, make your town a Tree City, USA.
Trees for America, from sea to shining.
Our town, Tree City, USA.
Being a parent is a joy.
Our fathers brought forth.
You have days of absolute bliss that you thought you could never, ever experience. And then there are days that are so low, you wonder why you ever became a parent.
Matthew Shepard.
You know, in a perfect world, because your child is gay, you don't worry about their safety. You would just worry about them being happy. I loved Matt just the way he was. Just the way he was.
Our town really benefits from trees.
We save on energy.
And have more birds than ever.
We're proud that our town is a Tree City, USA.
For future generations.
For the future of the earth.
at the Arbor Day Foundation website, arborday.org. We learned what trees to plant where.
Like conservation buffers, trees planted along the river to keep our water clean.
Make your town a Tree City, USA.
Our town, Tree City, USA.
Hey, welcome back from the break. This is SUNY for You, Cortland Rox. I'm your host, Marco McGruff, representative for SUNY Cortland. And on today's show, we are packing for Cortland. With us today is Sebastian Callie, Cortland's residential director.
Yeah, that's right. I am the residential director for SUNY Cortland, and I'm telling you the must-haves for Cortland.
Okay, Sebastian, keep telling us what we need to survive at Cortland. We've got our next item here. What is it?
Something that's really important, which will help you take advantage of all the free electricity they provide at SUNY Cortland, are extension cords. We suggest you bring as many as you like.
Now, I tell you, Sebastian, when I was a freshman, I probably had 40, 50 of my own extension cords. Most of them were a little frayed, you know, but when I plugged them all in together, you know, piggyback style, you wouldn't believe the light show every night. I mean, there were sparks flying, things catching on fire. It was really great.
Nice.
You know, I've got to tell you, it was
then
wonderful.
You can strangle people with it, too. It's awesome.
That too. All right, so our next item is everyone's favorite, right?
Yeah, it's the most important food group here at college. It's alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah. You're gonna need alcohol for weekends, nights before exams, after Cortica jug, during Cortica jug,
Before Cortica jug,
before class, after class.
Like about every single minute of every single day, you want to have your alcohol ready. You know, just keep it in a bag, carry it around campus in your backpack. That's what you probably want to do. Next up, we have.
And alcohol would not be complete without your shot glasses here. You need to put them in there, man. You got to proportion it right.
No. Usually you're going to probably be using them over and over again. You know, 40, 50, 60 times a night.
A day, yeah.
Yeah. That's why we have these big bottles. You're going to need probably several dozen because you know you always drink 2 hands at once, everything like that.
And,
so
and preferably the big ones too.
Yeah. All right. Our next item. What is it? Could you tell me?
This is a coffee pot. It's gonna help you when you gotta wake up and go to class and you're still drunk and you gotta
Yeah. So what other things can you cook besides coffee in there? Like
you can filter your beer.
You
can
vodka.
Yeah.
Rum.
You can use this as a paperweight.
And I don't know. You can use it as a football helmet.
Yeah.
Right. And put it on your head.
Or you can use it as a drinking jar.
Yeah, well, like Sebastian, that is great. Thank you so much for showing us everything you should bring to school. Now, we have a few words from a current SUNY Cortland, we'll do a quick recap. We have extension cords, alcohol, shot glasses, and a coffee maker. Now, these are the 4 essential items for bringing to SUNY Cortland.
You want to make sure you use the extension cords to strangle people also.
Like nerds.
Yeah,
or
nerds.
dweebs. Dweebs are the worst. All right.
Wastoids.
Thanks a lot, Sebastian. Now here we have the words of a current SUNY Cortland student letting all of you out there know what you need to bring to school. She followed your advice from last year, and here is what she had to say.
Give me some room, coming through. Paid my dues, in the mood. Me and my girls gonna shake the room. DJ spinning.
What up? Welcome to SUNY Cortland. Go Red Dragons. I'm Desiree. I'm an elementary education major, and I'm here to show you some necessities to bring to school next year. First off, we got your alcoholism. What up? Y'all want to heat things up, then Desiree recommends that you bring a hot pot. Next up, we got some piggybacking going on. And I'm not talking about the piggybacking that you do when the doors are closed, y'all. What up, you heard? Some hot shot glasses that you can drink your Bacardi want to get naughty from. You know it. And we don't really need this because... Oh, I swore, I'm sorry. Because we don't really do that kind of stuff here at SUNY Cortland. That's not what we do. That's not what we believe in, yo. You heard? I speak the truth. I'm Desiree. I will not lie to y'all.
That is great. Can't you see the motivation and desire to succeed in life? It's so inspirational.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely can. Okay, Sebastian, I understand you are going to show us how to pack and make the most of the space you have in your car or your bag. Can you show us now?
Yeah. Number one thing you got to remember when packing is you got to put the light items in first and the heavy items on top.
So, like, we put our shot glasses on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just chuck them in there, right? Like that. And then
you gotta put the extension cord
remember the extension cord. We're only showing you one for the demo, but remember, you're going to want as many as you can possibly fit in the box. So, and make sure they're kind of old. If you have a jackknife, I usually take a jackknife and fray the edges a little bit. You know, it'll just help with your light show I talked about earlier. So
just throw that in there.
Yeah.
And then you gotta put your alcohol in here. Preferably more than one bottle.
And preferably full, you know.
Empty's waste of space, man.
Yeah. So
just throw that stuff in there.
And all right, so we've got our curling iron.
For curling,
also known as an alligator in some circles. I use it on my hair, but I'm not saying I'm like a girl or anything. I'm just the coolest dude.
I use my curling iron to burn nerds.
Yeah, that's a useful purpose.
And you can hang it from your ears too. It's
pretty
cool.
Let's chuck that
put
on
that in there. And
all right, got our candle. Got seashells. I don't know what you'd use the seashells for. I'd personally just use the flame for burning people.
You could smoke the seashells, man.
I never thought of that.
That's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm the RD.
There you go.
There we go.
Chuck that in. All right. We've got our hot pot we mentioned earlier. Got a little snap lid.
Got to get some alligator action going on in there.
Yeah.
And definitely make sure it's not clean. Make sure it's disgusting.
All right.
There we go.
And as always, we've got our George Foreman grill. We said before, never clean it because we want to keep the flavor.
And, George Foreman went to Cortland.
I believe he didn't, but that's all right. And then finally, our last item is our
hangover cure.
that is it. The coffee pot. So you got your little jar.
Some alligator action.
You pretty much just chuck it in. That's what I say. So
there you go.
There we go. That is our packed box. Remember, we got a lot of empty space. But
and, don't forget, you also need the bubble wrap.
All right, so that's a quick recap. Our tips for packing are lighter items on the bottom. Leave a lot of extra room in the box. Don't worry about the fragile items like your shot glasses, and buy bubble wrap, just to play with and snap on your own.
And wrap up nerds like mummies and with duct tape.
Now, that was incredibly easy. Thank you, Sebastian, for coming on today's show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, that just about does it for today's show. Visit us up next week where we will give you tips on how to hold your liquor by drinking milk and honey before you hit the scene. Thanks for watching SUNY for You, Cortland Rox. Good night.